ready for some anatomy? We're going to talk about the long bones and the short bones, of course. But let's start with our biggest bones. Our biggest bone in the body. It's going to be this guy right here, and that's our femur. So everybody point to your femur. Point to your femur. All right. The front of your femur, that's where your quadriceps are going to attach. So this big group of muscles right here in the front of your leg, your quadriceps. On the back of the femur is where your hamstrings are going to attach. So that's our big, all these muscles for essentially on the back are hamstrings. Quadriceps, hamstrings. If we come up, I'm going to turn Madge this way. So we come up, that's our femur, we have one on each side. We come up from the femur and we're going to get to the pelvis. So this big broad bone on the pelvis is called our ilium. The one below it's called the ischium. And then in the front of the pelvis is called the pubis. So we have the ilium, the ischium, and the pubis. So what's this bone called? Femur. Say it like you mean it.
Femur.
Femur. How about this bone?
Pelvis.
What part of the pelvis? Ilium. Yes. Well, you say iliac because it's iliac crest,
Okay,
right? Iliac fossa. So you're not wrong in iliac. Iliac is because it's the ilium. And what is this bone called? It's the pubic. Good job. And then what is this bone called? Ischium. So I want you to do this right here for me. You're going to put your hand under your butt. And you're going to find those two sit bones on either side of your butt. That's your ischium. These are your ischial tuberosities. It's so sore, right? Those are your ischial tuberosities, your ischium of your ischium bone. All right, so let's go back down this way. So we have the pelvis, the femur. We're going to go down, and in our lower leg, we have two bones here. Hey, Madge. Right here, two bones right here. Can anybody tell me what this big bone in the lower leg is called? The tibia, yeah. So we have the tibia and the fibula. Tibia, fibula. And our tibia and our fibula are going to make up our ankle bones at the bottom. So everybody touch the outside, your outside ankle bone. That is the fibula. Everybody touch the inside ankle bone. That is the tibia. And they have a special name. They're called malleoli. So the medial malleolus is going to be your tibia, and the lateral malleolus is called your fibula. So we have pelvis, ilium, pubis, and ischium. We have the femur. We have, what's this bone called? Fibula. What's this one called? Tibia. And then what is this part of, what's it called? The lateral. Say it like you mean it.
Lateral malleolus.
Yes, lateral malleolus. Sweet. How about this one right here? If this one's the lateral malleolus, what is this one called?
Medial.
Malleolus. Say it, malleolus.
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 Yes, everybody say it, malleolus.
Malleolus.
Yes, malleolus. Lateral malleolus, medial malleolus. Nice. And then we get down, we won't go over the specific ankle bones. We may do that later, but we'll talk more general bones for a moment. But I do want to just point out some basic big landmarks, you're going to want to know. And those are going to be the ankle bones, right? Anybody know what this guy right here is called? Patella, right? The kneecap. And your quadriceps, those muscles on the front, attach to, the patella is actually attached within their tendon, and it attaches down here on the tibia. So our quadriceps do that knee extension. What plane is knee extension done in? Sagittal, nice. So what are the muscles on the back called? The back of the femur?
Hamstring.
Yes, and what plane is the hamstring?
If we're going like that.
Yeah. Well, or first of all, what's this motion called? It's okay. What joint is moving?
Your knee.
Yeah. So knee what? That's okay. How about you? you, Suzanne, can you tell me what this motion is? Knee flexion, yeah. So our hamstrings do knee flexion. Our quadriceps do knee extension. And usually, there's some caveats, but for the most part, if a muscle is attached on the front side, it's gonna do extension. It's gonna move that joint in that direction. If it's on the back side, it's gonna move that joint in that direction, right? So our hamstrings do knee flexion, the quadriceps do knee extension in the sagittal plane. Nice. I need to work my quadriceps more. That shouldn't have been tiring. But so now we're gonna go back up here. What are these guys called? This particular bone. Ilium. What's this one called?
Pubic.
Yes, the pubic bone. What are these guys called? It's okay. Ischial tuberosities. Yes, and the ischium. Nice. Ischial tuberosities. How do we find the ischial tuberosities? Yeah, your sit bones. Nice.
That's hard. It's tongue-tied.
All right, let's talk about the back of the leg here. So, what is this bone called? Fibula. What's this one called? Tibia. Nice. This is your calcaneus. So your heel, it's got a name. It's called the calcaneus. That's the big heel, the big foot bone.